Today I want to share with you one of the most fascinating places in Israel, Megiddo National Park. Why is Megiddo such an incredible sight? Because Megiddo was not just another ancient city, it was one of the most important cities in the biblical world. A city that sat at the crossroads of major international roads. In simple words, whoever controlled Megiddo controlled movement, trade, armies, and power. And that is already one of the reasons this place is so exciting. Megiddo was important because of one main thing above all, the location. When you walk through the site today, you're walking through thousands of years of history. Canaanites, Israelites, kings, wars, religion, and archaeology all in one place. One of the first things people noticed at Megiddo is the gate system. And this is where the history becomes very visual. You can talk about Canaanite gate, and then the later Israelite gate, and then suddenly you understand that a gate in the ancient world was never just a gate. A gate was power, a gate was protection, a gate was identity. It told the world, this city matters. Then we come to one of the great mysteries and attractions of Megiddo, the royal buildings, the palaces, and the famous stables. For many years, people loved to call them Solomon's stables. Today, many archaeologists believe they belong more likely to the period of the Israelite king, later on possibly connected on the time of Ahab. And that is one of the beautiful things about Megiddo. It is not only a place of ruins, it's also a place of debate. Archaeology here is alive. People are still asking questions. Who built what? When exactly was it built? Was this Solomon? Ahab? Was this a royal center for horses and chariots? And when visitors hear that, they realize that archaeology is not just about stones. It's about a very important work of understanding reality many years ago. Another amazing part in Megiddo is the area that archaeologists believe was a major Canaanite sanctuary. Long before Israelites arrived, Megiddo was already an important religious center. And that is incredible. This was a place where people worshipped, sacrificed, and built monumental temples thousands of years ago. So the site is not only about biblical kings, it is also about much older world, the Canaanite world. A world that existed here long before the stories most visitors already knew. And then there is the water system, which for many people is one of the highlights of the visit. If a city wanted to survive a siege, it needed safe access to water. So Megiddo created an incredible underground water system, allowing people to reach water without leaving protection of the city walls. And when you walk through it today, you do not just admire engineering, you feel the fear of war and the brilliance of survival. Now let's add another layer. Because Megiddo is not only important archaeologically, it is actually important also biblically and religiously, mostly to the Christian world. In the New Testament, it is mentioned in the book of Revelation that in the end of times, the powers will gather in the valley of Armageddon. And the valley of Armageddon is right here behind us because the name Armageddon is actually coming from Hebrew, Har Megiddo, the Mount of Megiddo. And Har Megiddo over the years became Armageddon. And that is why this place became so famous in the Christian world. because Megiddo, which had already been associated with battles and military importance, became symbolic location of the final great battle at the end of days. So think about this for a moment. You are standing at a real archaeological site in northern Israel, surrounded by ancient gates, palaces, temples, and ruins. And at the same time, you're standing in the place that became part of one of the most dramatic images in the entire New Testament. So, when you visit Megiddo, you're not just looking at ruins, you're standing at one of the greatest crossroads of history and one of the most fascinating places in all of Israel. Thank you. I was Sagi Levy, and I was very glad to be with you in Megiddo today.